So you're thinking about taking some supplements, but you're not sure which ones. And one of the questions I'm always asked is, what kind of supplements do I take? What kind of things do I use? First of all, don't take anything until you make sure it's okay through your doctor. And I'll tell you this, especially if you're taking any other medications or have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, diabetic, anything that could be a contraindicator towards the type of performance enhancer you're going to use. So you're like, ooh, performance enhancer. No, not steroids, people. Relax. I'm talking about natural stuff here. So the first thing I take is I take a whey protein. Currently, I use Ascent. Now there are other brands out there, but this one tastes good and has few ingredients, and that's one thing I look for when I'm looking for a protein. So this one is Ascent, and it has what does it say? 25 grams of protein in a serving, which is a single scoop. I get this bag at Costco. It's about $50, and it has 58 servings. That's a pretty good bang for your buck. It has simple ingredients. It has whey protein isolate, native protein isolate, another whey protein isolate in there, concentrate, cocoa, and then they have natural flavors. Natural flavors, you're like, tell me about those natural flavors, would you? They could be plant-based, they could be animal-based, so that's a tricky thing, but it's to enhance the flavors. Do we know exactly what they are? We know what some of them are. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, you know. Some of them are kind of sketchy, but if you don't like your protein and it doesn't taste good, you're not going to supplement with it anyway. So you got to kind of do a little weighing of that, because you're going to find that basically in most every one of them. And then the other thing they have is no sugar added to this, but it does have sea salt and stevia leaf extract. They use that for the sweetener, and it does have a lecithin in it. And you're like, lecithin? What the hell is that? Well, that's an emulsifier. That's all it is. So it helps take the fat and the water and mix it up for you, so that way you're not having those clumpy protein shakes. And you'll find this in that brand and pretty much every brand. And if it doesn't have it, you're probably going to have a clumpy protein. Like I was looking at Transparent Labs, which I'm kind of curious about. Good protein, but they don't use an emulsifier that I could see anyway in their recipe, in their ingredients. And so it may be a little more on the clumpy side. I'm not sure. Other people may know better. So that's one thing I use. I like that one right now, but I like it because it tastes good too. And then creatine. Naked Creatine, I use their brand right now. All it is simple creatine monohydrate. That's the only thing in it. And creatine monohydrate, nothing to hide, right? It's certified vegan too for you plant-based eaters out there that are worried about adding any animal fats or proteins into your diet. So and this is creatine, and your body has a certain amount in it anyway. Usually you get it from your diet, but a lot of people, and especially if I'm counseling a plant-based eater, I would definitely urge them to put the creatine into their diet, just because they don't get it, you know, through plants. You're just not going to get much of it. The next thing I do, and so those two things, right, at the end of my workout, I will put the scoop of creatine in with my protein powder, and I'll have a simple sugar, a carbohydrate source. For me, it's a scoop of honey. A scoop? No, not a scoop. A spoon of honey. I take that. That kind of kicks in the insulin response, shuttles the protein, the creatine to the cells. That's what I do. Now, what do I do before I work out? Well, before, I like to take this caged citrulline. Citrulline is a pump agent. Simple. It's natural. Again, amino acid. But what it does is it helps vasodilate. So it opens or relaxes the blood vessels. That way you can get more of a pump. It's used for, a lot of times you'll hear people, the young guys these days, which is funny to me, they'll use Viagra or Cialis to help with the pump. But you can use citrulline as well. So it's a lot more affordable, natural, and you won't get a head rush or anything weird from it, but you will get a little bit of a vasodilation, and it will help with your pump during your workout. So that's what I take about 30 minutes max before I get my workout in. That's it. That's what I take. It's really simple. So if you have other questions, feel free to message me or comment and I'll try to get back to you.